Hi, my name is Daniela, and in this presentation, I will talk about my favorite hobby and how I started doing it, and the pros and cons of this hobby, and why you should do this hobby too. So, my favorite hobby is doing makeup. I started doing makeup like only a year or two ago, so I would consider myself a beginner because most people usually start doing it in high school or even middle school, so I definitely started later than most people. Typically this hobby targets women, but I think anyone of any gender can do this hobby, and I also think any age can do this hobby too. I don't think it's ever too late or too early to start wearing makeup. So some pros, I feel like wearing makeup can make people feel more confident, can make people feel more secure in their own body. And it's also just really fun to wear makeup, experimenting with new looks, changing how you look can be very fun. And I think it's a great pastime. Like for example, I typically only wear makeup on weekends when I hang out with my boyfriend or when I hang out with friends or when I go to church. I don't wear makeup every single day because it can be a little time consuming, especially if I'm going to school. I don't really have the time to do it before I go, so I only really do it on the weekends. So some cons of makeup is, like I say, it could be a little time consuming, but it also could be a little pricey. So with makeup, some brands are on the cheaper side, but others are considered luxury items, and not everyone can afford luxury. So, for example, like this product is the L'Oreal mascara. This retails for like $12, so really anyone can afford this product, and it can be found in like drugstores or Target. And this is another product. This is the Physicians Formula highlighter. This can be found in Target or any drugstore, and it retails for like also 12 or $10. So again, it's very affordable. Anyone of any age or anyone with very little disposable income can afford this. There's also luxury item that's usually found in Sephora or Ulta, which is harder to come by. And some brands like NARS, this is the NARS foundation, and this retails for like $52, so it is a lot pricier. However, it is high quality, so I think it's worth it. But again, not everyone can afford this. And then another brand that's luxury is Charlotte Tilbury. Again, this is the mini size, and then this probably costed like $30-$20. The full size is probably like over $40. So again, it's very expensive, but if you have disposable income, you can afford it. So I think in social media, these luxury brands are typically seen as better. So some kids or some people who tend to only wear the drugstore makeup are seen as broke or seen as less cool for not being able to afford the more expensive items. But I don't think anyone should be bullied for not using expensive items. You know, everyone has their own lives, and we shouldn't judge people on what they can afford. So yeah, but I think, you know, it shouldn't really affect anyone but I think it is good how it is a cheaper product but also an expensive product. So these are both lip products, but this one's on the cheaper end, this one's on the expensive end. So it kind of lets you experiment and explore different qualities, different price tags, which I think is a good thing, but could also be seen as a bad thing because not everyone can afford the more expensive brand. So in conclusion, this is my favorite hobby, doing my makeup, and there's lots of pros and cons. The pros, anyone can do it. It's very accessible. You can go to any store and buy makeup. But there are cons, like it is time consuming. It is also expensive buying all these products, but again, you can buy cheaper products or expensive products. It doesn't really matter. I think at the end of the day, you're having fun, you're feeling more confident, so I think anyone should follow this hobby and have fun with it. Thank you for watching my presentation.